It's my new microphone. We got the microphone adapter that plugs into the iPhone. We'll plug it in. All right, so what I got today is a PS5 controller. A buddy of mine said a buddy of his is having issues with the down D-pad. So we're gonna crack this thing open and take a look and figure it out. Just before I went to go do this, a next door neighbor said, "Hey, can you help me plug in some stuff into my powered couches and a bunch of things?" And I'm like, "Yeah, all right." And so, you know, she had me take out some trash. Her husband is an on-the-road trucker, so she needs stuff. She usually asks me, and she's like, here's $20. I'm like, hey, always an opportunity to make money. I don't mind helping people. I help them a lot to begin with, you know, so they toss me some cash every now and then, which is nice. So I was looking up a video on how to do this, and basically it's, you know, from the outside it's just some simple tools, right? You know, I got my little, like, I got some phone case pieces, you know, there's some stainless steel thin ones, some plastic ones. So I already kind of looked at how to pop this loose. So you can see, you just get your stick in here and you pop that side up. Now it's definitely more flush mounted over here. You may have to really, there you go, get in there. Okay, then once you got this loose, the next spot to go is here. It's on either side of the connector. And in fact, like I said, I kind of popped this halfway off. If we look close, the spots right here and right here. So you just get your tool in those spots. You just, you know, kind of crack this thing up a little bit, right? Get it in the hole there. Okay, so it should just kind of pop free. There you go. Okay, now here's the tricky part. Down here, you see it's like a little teardrop. This actually goes in underneath these two panels. If you just try to lift this straight up, you'll break them. So what you got to do is, let's zoom you down a little bit more here. What you got to do is you got to kind of lift up on this and then kind of, see, wiggle it back and forth. Look at how long those tabs are. It's hard to see because the pieces here are black too. But so you take that off, and then you got to take off the trigger buttons, the top buttons. There's two locks on there. Now, once you hear the first pop, you try to get that second pop. These things will launch. They'll launch right out of your hand, shoot across the room. There we go. So I just kind of put my finger on it, right, and pull that off. And then it's the same deal over here. There's like over there. Okay, so I got that one first, and then that one. See? Okay, so then there's Phillips screws here, and here, and here, and there. So let me get my screwdrivers, and we'll continue on. Hang on a second. So I got this really nice RC car tool set from Hobbytown, USA. It's like $70, but it's got a magnetic tray, it's got a body reamer, scissors, pliers, cutters, and then a ton of hex stuff. I'm using the Phillips out of this thing, so I'll show you that here. I'm using they call this a 3mm Phillips. So all we got to do is get in here and start taking these screws apart. I was told that the down D-pad isn't working. So you can get yourself a USB-C cable, right? And I'm going to plug it into the laptop. Okay. And then we will move this. I'm going to open up my laptop. Okay. And then when you plug it in, it'll recognize the hardware, right? So when you plug this in, okay, and just type in Joy. Oops, not J-Joy. Still J-Jacked. Joy. Okay, set up USB game controllers. Okay, it says wireless controller. Okay, let's move this. We'll move this down here a little bit so you can see it. Yeah, try to. Okay, then you're going to click Properties, and this is how the controller is connected right now. Okay, so the left stick, the right stick is the top and bottom, right? And then the up and down on the right stick is that one. You know, if we push this, we can see that one's lighting up, right? That one, that one, that one, right? And then we got the trigger buttons. I already took off this trigger button, but I know that it works. And here's the other analog triggers, right? You can see here's your analog triggers. And then you've got up, see the little hat down here? Up, left, right. Oh, it's working now. It wasn't working before. Now that I popped this loose, it's working. I think there's something behind the D-pad or behind, behind the contacts, because it's working. Before it was not working. So we'll just open this up and just try to clean it up a little bit. Let's see if we can get this open and let's see what's going on, because now you can see that it's working. It wasn't working before. I checked it before I started recording. All right, hang on a second. Let me close this up and we'll bring you right back. Hang on. All right, let's take these other screws out here. There's two more. So there's two clips right here, here and here. So let's see if I got a better stick here. Okay. All right. There we go. It popped free. Gotta kind of get it. There you go. And then supposedly, yeah, it just kind of rotates off like that, right? And then they said to let's get our really nice tweezers out. These are mechanic A type. I get these. There's this other guy I watch. What the heck is his name? Northridge Fix, and he sells these on his website, and they're so nice you can't even get into them. There we go. Okay, these are very nice precision tweezers, light, great design, very nice tweezers. So one of the first things it said was to start pulling off the ribbon cables, and it said they've got little pull tabs. You can see they've got one here. Here. Are these? Oh man, these are slippery. We've got our pliers in this set here. Oh, I bumped you. Gonna wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Okay. There should be. Is there a little pull tab here? Seems like there should be. Yeah, there's a pull tab there. There we go. Oh. All right, let's not lose that. All right, so we got that little guy out. Now we've got our little JST. Try not to completely pull on the wires. I'm kind of pulling right at the end of the plug and just kind of wiggle back and forth. I get the battery out. Now there's a bunch more screws in here supposedly. These Alps? Oh, they are. These are the Alps switches, so that's analog sticks, so that's good. So now the buttons and all that, we got to take off this other piece. Let's. I'll dig a little bit more here. Let's see what we got. So I see a screw over here and a screw over there. So let's take those out. There we go. Okay. So now we're free, right? We're free of the electronics. And let's go ahead and take off the rubber pad. I don't, it doesn't look too bad. I thought maybe it could have got some stuff in there or something. I don't know. The contact pads, interesting. You see this one's, you can't see it. You can't see it. Oh, there. You can see there's like kind of like a pattern on there. See, I'm kind of rubbing it off with my finger. Now there's nothing. Here's another one that kind of has got that look to it. Let's rub that one off too. Okay, that one looks good. We'll just kind of rub them all. Okay. Okay. And then let's look at the where's the buttons at? They're over here, right? There's the circuit board with the buttons. So let's move this to the side. They look, everything looks pretty clean. Let's get a Q-tip and some IPA. I've got some 99% IPA. Hang on. I keep some of this around. I bought like 2 of these. For 2 of these, it's like, I think they're $30 or something for 2 of them, but this is the 99% stuff. This is the stuff you want. Works really good. Let's get our Q-tip here. We'll do the contacts, and we'll also do the little rubber pads, because obviously me rubbing them with my fingers, I put grease on them, right? My skin oil. Maybe the rubber contact was sticking to here, so it was never releasing. That seems weird, but as soon as I popped this thing open, it started working. So let's just try to reverse the order here. This isn't too bad to work on, to be honest with you. This isn't too bad. Oh yeah, and then don't forget, we got this ribbon here has to go back down. And you know what? We're gonna clean those contacts too, because, you know, first of all, I've touched them. But you know, it's a point of contact. Let's go across here. Looks pretty good. And then, so those opposite contacts are the ones right here, right? We'll just kind of wipe those. Now I see why they take this little button or whatever this thing is off. It sits like here, right? And then so you just turn around and drop it in there, right? And then put this back in here. And I've never taken one of these apart. I know nothing about them. So, like I said, I watched a video for a second, and then I'm like, fuck it, let's just try it, you know? Let's not forget about our screws for the plastic piece here. We got one here. Oh yeah, there you go. So there's these little, there's one here. Yeah. Zoom you in here. There's one right here. And there's another one right over here, right? Okay, there we go. All right. I'm trying to figure out what these things are. Some kind of little optical sensor or something. The other one sat like over here, right? Yeah, right. So this, okay. Let's make sure we got this one. We got this one because it comes around to the front. This one, we got the battery. We got our two screws in. Okay, that seems good. Now we put our frame on, which should be something like that, right? And there's one screw. Get our screwdriver. Yeah, that one screw holds everything together. Now, what we probably should do is let's get this other sensor plugged in, right? Yeah. And then we're gonna kind of wait to reassemble this fully, we'll make sure that it's working before we do that. All right. Okay. And that little guy sits in here somehow, some way. All right. So let's plug in the battery. I mean, it's almost ready to assemble. Okay. Let's move our tray out of the way here. And move this out of the way. We don't really care. I don't really care. I mean, we can check the triggers. You know, we've got the buttons here. I don't really care about these. These weren't really an issue. So we're gonna just move forwards with checking the down pad and everything. All right. Whoops. Let's plug in our controller. Now it says wireless controller, right? And we can see that. Okay. So select wireless controller, properties. Okay. So up, left, right, down, this analog stick, this analog stick, this one, buttons, yes, 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 yes. How about these buttons? Yep, those work. PS button works. The hats, the party hats. Oh geez, what is it opening? I don't even want to know. And then, okay. So all of that's working. So now we can go ahead and close her back up, and one final test to confirm, right? Yeah, these are like some kind of IR sensors or something, because there's little holes down in here. It's pretty interesting. So we have no more screws. Everything's clipped back the way it should be. Still feels really nice. All we got to do is add on the buttons here. So this one says, what does this one say? R. Yeah. Okay. And L. Definitely shouldn't drink any coffee. Jesus. Okay. All right, so let's see what happens. We'll one more time plug it in. There we go. Okay. So right analog, up, down. Oops. Down, left, right, up, down, left, right, left party hat, right hat, okay, triangle, circle, X, square, down D-pad, up D-pad, left D-pad, right D-pad. This little, whatever menu button this thing is. I don't know, these buttons, let's see what this is. That one came up, okay. That one, all right. And then left top button, right top button, bottom analog, left analog trigger, right analog trigger, PlayStation button, okay. In conclusion, I would say that whatever was going on, whether someone was in here or not, or whatever the issue was, you know, opening it up, cleaning it, everything seems to be working just fine now. So I'm sure my friend's friend will be very happy, and yeah, he obviously offered to pay me to fix it. So we'll make some more money. We'll finish this one how we started it, making money. All right, guys. We'll see you in the next one. All right, easy.